Since I was a child, I felt that I had abilities that made me different from others. Sometimes I could see things that others didn't notice. Shadows in the garden behind the house, the glow of a fire that wasn't really there, or strange sounds. Lena and I met when we were studying at the technical college, and then we got married. Our daughter, Liza, was born. We found a job in a village far from our hometown. My wife dreamed of her own house in a quiet place. So I began to look for housing in the same village. And luck smiled on us. A small street going to the forest. At the very beginning, there was a residential house, then a few abandoned ones, and then ours. Behind our house, the forest was already beginning to grow. We made repairs and moved in. My wife and daughter went to visit her parents for a while, and I started to manage. The only other house on the street except for ours was an old hut. Sometimes in the yard of this hut, I saw a hunched, unfriendly old woman. The way to the store and to the bus stop passed by her house, and one day I ran into her face to face and politely said hello. "Why the hell did you have to move into that house?" she wheezed. "It's a cursed place. Oriyana won't let you live there. You're not the first to try to settle here." Who is this Oriyana? A relative of the owners? You'll find out soon enough, she said. You should run away before it's too late. The grandmother went to her room and shut the gate. What a crazy woman, I thought. In the store, a young saleswoman looked at me sympathetically and asked, "Did you move into a house in the suburbs? Well, how do you like it there? Is it not scary to live there? Nothing at night does not bother you?" "No, of course not. Except for the birds outside the window," I smiled back. Soon my wife and daughter returned. In the evening we had dinner, celebrated the housewarming, and I seemed to have drunk more wine than usual. At least I thought so. Lena and Liza went to bed, and I stayed in the room where my daughter had just been playing. Suddenly, I felt some movement, as if the wind had swayed the curtain. I looked around and was amazed. From the wall by itself, pulled away toy stroller, and my daughter's favorite doll was lying completely different from where she left it. It seemed to move on its own. I shook my head to push the obsession away. "Stop. Who can play dolls in here? Lisa's asleep. We need to drink less," and retired to the bedroom. The next day, when evening came, I heard Liza talking to someone. Well, here we are. Now we'll live here. And you have no dolls at all. Poor thing. I'll ask Mom and Dad to buy you one. Liza, who are you talking to? With yourself? Or with a girl? Imagine. She has no dolls. Let's give her a present. Oh, and she's already gone. But it's okay. She'll come tomorrow, she promised. I know that children often make up invisible friends, but I felt a little uneasy. At night, I woke up to a strange rustling noise coming from the children's room. I went to check. Liza, who had been quietly snoozing not so long ago, was not asleep, but was talking to her invisible friend again, telling her about something. Again, upset that she had no dolls at all. I looked closely and saw a faintly glowing silhouette of a girl near Lisa's crib. She was dressed strangely. A long shirt tied with a rope, a twisted cord on her head. That's how the ancient slaves were depicted in paintings. I took a step toward my daughter, wanting to protect her from the uninvited guest. The vision vanished instantly. The only thing I heard, or rather even felt, were the words, "You are kind. I'll be back." Liza frowned. "Daddy, Why are you stopping us from playing? Oriyana is good. She just doesn't have a home. She has nowhere to go. In the morning, I went to my neighbor's house. She didn't greet me with much enthusiasm. You must tell me everything, I asked her. I asked for it myself. There was an old pagan burial ground on the site of your house. No one ever settled there. It was a sin, and the shadows of the departed disturbed them. And here comes this insolent man from the capital, even though he was warned not to build on this place. He didn't listen to the people. He built a house, and trouble started. According to a local legend, among the graves was the grave of the sorcerer's daughter. Supposedly, she also had the gift of prediction. Disturbing the graves disturbed her spirit, and so she wanders lost between two worlds. Move out. She'll give you no peace. That's why the old owner left. It's a terrible place to live. The next night, I dreamt of Oriyana too. I won't harm you. I ask one thing. Bury us. Take a handful of earth from the plot and bury it in the forest. Put a stone, the one in the garden, as a token of remembrance. It used to mark our cemetery. Put bread, wine, water, sweets for the children, and our souls will be at peace. See the shadows outside the window. There are many of us. Do a good deed. I decided to do what the girl asked. I found a mossy boulder in the weeds, cleaned it up, dragged it to the woods. I went to the house to gather what I needed. Daddy, take my doll to the rock, please. She's never had one, Lisa asked. How do you know that I'm going there? I was stunned. I talked to her. She asked me to visit her there in the clearing sometimes. A few days passed, and one evening we were sitting with my daughter in the yard. Suddenly she said, Daddy, do you see there, in the distance, the glow of a fire? Some people are dancing around it. Oriyana said that you and I are like her. We see another world, but don't say anything to Mom. She won't understand or believe it. Let it be our secret, okay? Many years have passed since then. Every year on the day of the summer solstice, Lisa comes, goes to the clearing, and leaves there on a stone a doll for the little girl Oriyana, whose spirit we calmed. The most interesting thing is that the next day, the doll mysteriously disappears.